good member from the 42nd, Representative Timmons.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I am so excited and honored to be bringing this bill before this chamber today. We owe it to the great state of Washington and its residents to be as prepared as possible and to respond in times of public health crises and disasters. We learned from the pandemic the value that volunteers can play in our community in that effort. And this bill really builds off that and takes it in a new direction. The concept of medical reserve corps came out nationally as a result of the September 11 attacks. This bill really builds a statewide network of volunteers for an emergency medical reserve corps. Right now, what we're seeing are some counties have a local medical reserve corps, and some counties, particularly our rural and smaller counties who don't have the infrastructure set up for that, are unable to have a medical reserve corps that can be sustainable. By establishing a state emergency medical reserve corps, what we're doing is we're building a network of volunteers who can step into our local communities in times of need. These are doctors, these are nurses, these are veterinarians, these are behavioral health counselors. I think of someone like my father-in-law who's a pediatrician in Bellingham. I think of how valuable his talents could be used as a second wave, if ever needed, in a local crisis involving children. We know that our first responders go through so much, and by having a volunteer network like this to be able to come in, to be activated across county lines, is a tremendous asset to this state. As I said, there are veterinarians as part of this medical reserve corps that can be activated to be cleared by the Department of Health. If there's a bird flu outbreak in a particular community or a virus involving cattle, I think we owe it to farmers and to local residents to be able to activate people who can assist in those times of need. Lastly, I'll just mention, as many know, flooding impacted my community in Whatcom County in recent years. I think about a disaster like that and how an emergency medical reserve corps could assist in the aftermath to help local residents. This is an emergency medical reserve corps that will work with local emergency response on the ground and local public health jurisdictions to work in coordination, not against one another. Thank you.